It's time. It's time. It's Sensei time.
They email him and he flies in. AC's believe in Ron Shuali. AC's believe in Ron Shuali. He's been to New York, New Jersey, and Cali. He's coming to Florida, Vermont, and Indy, Alaska too. AC's believe in Ron Shuali. AC's believe in Ron Shuali. He's super funny and that's great for the show. No PowerPoints ever. Move the laugh and play, that's unprofessional. Teachers run to Ron Shuali. AC's leaving Ron Shuali. And he's still works with kids. He helps us stretch and move to be pain-free. AC's just Ron Shuali. And Ron Shuali is the funniest one.
Nice. All right, can you guys all see me?
No.
Sounds like a plan. So we're going to start by playing a game called the laser beam game. So the laser beam game is designed to get you moving and using your imagination. So I like the way you're standing up. I like the way that you're standing up. Great job. Great job in the front standing up. My crew over here. Great job in the front standing up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay, great. So, this is how the laser beam game goes. I have a laser. And the laser goes, and it's going to cut off one of your heads. And you, yeah, exactly, good. Let's sit in the front. So all I want you to do is do what you would do if you had a wonderful imagination. Ready? Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice job, I like it. Some people, they went ducking like this. Some people, one person in the back, I saw, amazing. And then there's some people looking around like this. There's no laser. I feel those are the same people that say, fun with my kids. Okay, no big deal, we'll work on that. So, put this laser away, here's another laser. And this laser goes, shoo, 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 shoo. And it's going to chop off your feet. So you do whatever you think is best. Shoo, 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 shoo. Shoo, 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 shoo. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shoo, 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 shoo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, give yourself a round of applause. Sonic boom! That's what it's for. Have a seat. All right. Is the other half of the conference still sleeping? Oh, well, it's fine. We're not going to have as much fun as you guys have. Yeah! All right. How many of you are as winded as I am right now? Or more? Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to do it. So I'm going to show things like here for a moment. What kind of sound does a chicken make? What kind of sound does a motorcycle make? What kind of sound does a chicken on a motorcycle make? Right. By the way, when I teach my kids, that's called the do now. So instead of having the kids, I learned a long time ago, if you tell the kids sit there for 30 seconds and be quiet and wait, yeah, that doesn't work out. So I engage their brains by giving them an animal, and then by giving them a vehicle, and then most of them get it. And then the neurodivergent ADHD for gifted kids, they're the ones that when I go chicken on a motorcycle, when some of you short circuit like that, this time they engage and they go. And we're going to talk about in the afternoon, my behavior mastery, how to get those neurodivergent, amazing, exceptional kids to help you in life and in your classroom. All right, so we're going to do some cold breathing to get some big belly breaths going. So, everybody take your tongue, put it behind the back of your bottom teeth, like this. Your own tongue, miss. Thank you. Okay, cool. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. This is called unprofessional development. So I consider you as early childhood educators doing stuff that normally doesn't happen during a keynote or a training. So I want you to just have fun. Take your tongue, put it behind the back of your bottom teeth, like this. We're going to do the Princess Bride test. The Princess Bride test is to make sure that you have the right tongue position. So ready? Tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth. Repeat after me. Wow. Two. Wow. Is a magical experience. Okay. Wow. Marriage. Okay, if you sounded like I sounded, then you pass the Princess Bride test. I'm going to put the Princess Bride in. I highly recommend that you go watch that. Only if you like comedy and love and joy. All right, so now, with your tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth, I want you just to breathe in with your mouth like you're sucking air through a straw. Ready? Put this microphone up here. Okay, so everybody ready? With your tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth, breathe in like you're sucking air through a straw. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. What did you feel? How many of you felt like a cooling breath? Yeah, so that is a good way to trick your body when you're about to go into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, or another F word that they add eventually. And instead of reacting to a child the way that we normally do, like how many of you have ever had one of your kids and they're like, and you're towering over the child. Relax, breathe in, calm down. There's a tour coming. The state's here, and you can stop. But then if you're having an emotional experience and you're and somebody comes up to you and they tell you, relax, you immediately go, you're right. Let's continue. Yeah, you lose your mind. How many of you, if you had somebody tell you, calm down, take a breath, you'll feel better, you go, as opposed to I'll give you a breath. So I live in the world of win-win. For most people, when someone wins, someone else has to what? Lose. It's kind of in our program. By the way, how long did it take you to say lose? Did it take you a long time? Did you have to think about it? Or was it automatic? Immediate. So I just want you to consider, just for a moment, that you have a brain in your head that reacts immediately without you having any say. Have you ever seen a preschool? So it's kind of like the same thing. And I want you just to consider, it's not you, the beautiful human, the soul, the spirit that chooses to go and work with kids every day for 5 days a week. That's not you, that's your brain automatic. Your brain is automatic stuff anyway. Your brain knows when to breathe. Your brain doesn't have to tell you how to balance. You're not standing here like this, and your brain's like, all right, okay, shift forward, shift forward, shift forward, no, you're going to move back, 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 back. So we have automatic things. I'll prove it to you. If I say up, you say. If I say left, you say. If I say stop, you say. Congratulations, you all have oppositional defiance disorder. And for someone in your brain, how many of you went, no, I don't, and there it is. So we're designed to be oppositional. I said up, everybody said down. Why didn't anybody say stairs? Why didn't anybody say doors? Isn't that funnier? Wait for it. We'll try it. Right? I said and that's York. Hey, that's fine. Hey, whatever. That's a lot too. 5 years she'll be up on the stage just like this. I said stop. Everybody said go. Nobody went hammer time. So just consider that we're designed to be oppositional, and if you see when you're oppositional, you'll get to break out of that. Finish this sentence. You get what you get. How long did it take you to respond? Did you have to think about it? No, it came out. So again, it's not you. It's not the soul. It's not the spirit. It's just your automatic brain. It's just your automatic brain trying to be right. How many of you like to be wrong? Raise your hand. Yeah. How many of you like to be right? Raise your hand. I didn't even say about what. You got hands shooting up in the air. You got people going, raise your hand. You know it's you. How do we say you get what you get and you don't get upset to one of our kids? By the way, when our kids greet us, when we walk into the school or the classroom, how do they greet us? Do they greet us when we walk in? Sup? Or do they greet us, oh my God, you're here! upset. By the way, how do we say it? Do we look at the child and go, my precious? You get what you get, and you don't get upset. And the kid's like, okay, well, do you say it like that? Or are you towering over? You get what you get, you don't get upset. You're like thinking about your significant other. Oh, you guys didn't like that one. Okay, got it. Move on. Imagine going out to dinner tonight. Where are all the steak eaters? Where are all the shellfish, sea bug eaters? Where are all the vegans? Oh, you would have told us already. Anyway, so. Nice. All right, let's try one more thing, see how this is going. Are you making good choices today? Are we making good choices today? How many of you said that to one of your kids? They look at you, no idea what's happening. They're like, can you be more specific? I've made 47 choices in the last half hour. Can you narrow it down so I have a chance? But where did you hear you get what you get, you don't get upset? You walked into a preschool environment, you heard it from somewhere else, you said, oh, I guess that's what you're supposed to say, and you took it on, even though it's not win-win. It's win-lose. No thank you. No thank you, Joey. No thank you. What does that do? How many of you ever said no thank you to one of your kids? And the kid's like, no, you're welcome. Like, I don't understand what we're supposed to be doing here. Like, what does no thank you do? Does that communicate anything to the child at all? No. Imagine you're driving, and all of a sudden you get pulled over. And the cop knocks on your window. License and registration. No thank you. Did you learn anything? No. And then they come back. Here's 2 tickets, your registration, your license. No thank you. By the way, how many of you, when you get pulled over and you're about to leave, you put your left blinker on? Why? Just curious. Okay, one. Okay. So I want to show you a video. By the way, I'm going to apologize right off the bat. There's no PowerPoint presentation today. If you're okay with that, actually, I'm going to show you this video first. Let's see how that goes.
Ready?
Switch the microphone packs, but that's going to take me away from you, so that doesn't work for me, but I appreciate you. So how many of you just went, aww? Yeah, how many of you do that when you have one of your kids grab onto another kid and squeeze them until their eyeballs are almost going to pop out of their head? And you're going, oh, and this kid's like, why is this happening to me? I just want to go home. How many of you have ever asked one of the kids that are getting squeezed, they're like, do you like this? Does this feel good? I asked that of my kids, and they look at me and they go, I'm like, do you know you can tell them to stop? And the sheer surprise of them, really? Yeah! In yoga karate, I teach the kids how to put their hands out like this. Everybody put your hands like this. If you put your hands like this, that's your space. If somebody steps inside your space, then put your hands like this. They probably won't be in your space anymore. And that's what I teach the kids to do. Yeah, give a little, they fall off their bottoms, they're fine. Because notice here too, you go, oh, but watch the kid. Now I love that this kid, yoga karate, we started 2 years ago. And everybody here is going to get a full access to our online course library with how to teach you karate, behavior mastery, stretching, everything, all things in FLAEYC. Watch this kid's elbow right over here. Tell me if he's enjoying this, or tell me when you hear him go, off! By the way, can you people back there hear me?
Yes!
You see that? So notice how your brain automatically goes on, while this kid's like, no, on, off. So just get, our brain gets stuck in these automatic patterns, and our brain gets stuck. How many of you have a voice in your head? Well, yeah, we'll get to all of them. Well, not all of them. I don't know about you. Who sat in front? That tells me a lot. How many of you have a voice in your head that judges you? How many of you have a voice in your head that evaluates you, compares you to other people, tells you you have at least 1 pound of weight to lose every time you walk in front of the mirror? Yeah, does that, and then another voice kicks on going, why are you being so mean to this person? They're doing the best that they can, and the third voice goes on and goes, who the heck is everybody in here? Everybody get out! How many of you, like me, were taught to believe that that voice in your head is your conscience? How many times has that voice in your head just said horrible things? You're like, really? Where'd that come from? Yeah, you don't have to act on it. You don't have, by the way, so there's this guy, Kevin Hines. He's a speaker. He jumped off the San Francisco Bridge. Luckily, God, the Coast Guard, and a sea lion made sure that he survived. It's funny, but actually go look him up, Kevin Hines. And one of the things that he said that stuck with me, your thoughts are just your thoughts. Your thoughts don't have to become your actions. Your thoughts can just stay your thoughts. Because our thoughts make up stuff and our thoughts lie. When you're looking at a child, and that child is, when you look at a child and you say to the child, when you want to have a conversation, what do we say? Look at me where? In the eyes. How many of you have a kid that you say, look at me in the eyes, and immediately the first thing that they do is this? And now you're playing to look at me when I'm talking to you and trying to go back and forth. But when the child isn't looking at you in the eyes, they're being what? What? They're being themselves? Okay, I like that. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that at all. But normally, what does our brain say? Everybody here, I get we're loving. But yeah, what's the automatic? You're being what? Defiant. You're being disrespectful. You're being rude. By the way, that's just all in your brain. See, when you choose win, lose. When you choose to be right, what happens is our brain sends a message to our body to release chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, all these serotonin, these chemicals in our body. Every time we feel right, we release chemicals in our body. I'll prove it to you. 2 plus 2. 4. Good job! Whoever said 5, make sure you come to behavior mastery so we can talk about the kids that say the wrong thing on purpose and how to get help to leave your classroom. Thank you for saying that. Awesome. I love attention too. Why do you go, can you tell? A little bit, right? So just consider every time that you say to a child, you get what you get, you don't get upset. You're choosing a dopamine rush over being connected with that kid, and that's fine. How many of you know people in life that love to be right all the time? You know they're not right all the time, but it's just trauma. Everybody heard trauma. Some point in their life, they weren't right about something happened, they took the brain took a screenshot or a snapshot, and now they have to be right all the time. And it's not like they really are, it's just a program. That's all that happens. No thank you, it's a program. How many of you are people pleasers? Raise your hand. Yeah, that's just the program. You weren't a people pleaser as a baby. Just something happened and turned you into a people pleaser. By the way, the people pleasers, how many people pleasers are always helping other people? You're waiting for other people to help you. You're not going to ask and you're still waiting and it's been years. Yeah, so how's that working? It's not as just you. It's a program. You get from me after this conference 6 months, thanks to Wendy and FLAEYC. 6 months of free coaching on the phone or Zoom. It'll take 10-15 minutes to go back into first grade to figure out when you raised your hand, the crowd laughed at you in class, and then you decided in your brain, I'm never going to raise my hand again, and now your self-expression is gone. It's just a program. This is a chemical computer. Some of you, though, you believe you're a people pleaser because then you get the dopamine from it. You are your own drug dealers. And you get high on your own supply all the time. Every single time you look at a child and go, that child isn't doing this. What did I tell you? Dopamine. What do we talk about? Dopamine. You get what you get, dopamine. And the child doesn't get the beautiful teacher for that moment. And it's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. So I want you to see that there's another option to play in the world of win-win. So this is a basketball game, and this basketball game is between two teams. There's the blue team and there's the white team. First kid that's going to get the ball, number 10, this child. Oh, I see, when I turn my head like this, then you can hear me better back there. Is that right? Okay, so I'll be talking like this the entire... Hold on a second. How many of you have things in the classroom not working, and then you have to go above and beyond to make sure, even if you're on... Can you hear me back there now? Okay, cool, awesome. It doesn't matter what I need to do to make sure that my classroom environment is enjoying themselves, even if I look a little silly. But it's okay. I'm glad that I kept this little thing over here. So this kid over here, number 10, watch what he does. So number 10 went to shoot the ball into the hoop. Did he make it? No, great. Win-lose. That's how you play a game. That's what you're supposed to do. And number 50, Angel, future preschool teacher. Big heart. Doesn't care right now about win-win. All he's trying to do is help numbers. Remember, there used to be a kid here. Hold on a second. Let me get back. Yeah, see, there's a child, okay? Listen, he's tiny. He's tiny, he's toony, he's all a little. And in this, we'll evade your... Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Keep going. All right, good for you. How many of you have a bad singing voice? Raise your hand. How many of you have gone to a concert, you met 10,000 other people with bad singing voices, and then you all start singing horribly together and it sounds amazing? So that's the only way it's going to happen here. Let's try something. Ready? Take me on, I'll be gone in a day or two. Listen, hopefully this will be good. Ready? I don't know what's going on with their system. I didn't hear it either. Okay, alright, note to self, no playing sound songs. Okay, dope. So now watch number 50, help number 0. By the way, notice what happens in your body. Notice where you feel. Do you feel this up here in your brain? Or do you feel this in your heart as this is happening? When you go, aw, that's your heart opening. Okay, so we didn't get it this time, but I promise we'll get it in. Now, number 10, the kid that is magically wonderful at win-lose, he's about to get the ball. What do you think that kid does? He goes to, how many of you think he's going to shoot the ball? Raise your hand. How many of you think he's going to pass it? Raise your hand. How many of you would shoot the ball? Raise your hand. How many of you would really shoot the ball but you didn't want to raise your hand because the people around you that would judge you? How many of you don't want to be judged? Raise your hand. The real people aren't going to raise their hand because they don't want to be judged by the people they're judging for raising their hand and being judging. That's fine. By the way, for the people that haven't taken an action in your life, because you're afraid of people judging you, just letting you know, they're going to judge you either way. They're judging you all the time. How many of you, when I came out here, you started judging me on what I'm wearing? You don't have a choice. Our body's designed that way. If I see like an animal come up and it's, my brain is judging me not to go pet that. My heart's going, puppy! But my brain's going, don't touch the puppy. It's got foamy mouth. So how many of you haven't taken an action in your life because somebody that's not even on the planet anymore is going to judge you? You haven't followed a dream, you haven't traveled, you haven't taken on a career, you haven't dated somebody, you haven't changed your belief system, your mindset, because that person's judge. What do we say? What is our programming? Oh, if they see you they're going to roll over in their grave. So I'm here to tell you, it's impossible. You know how tight those graves are? And literally, you're like this. You can't really move. They're half bone anyway. So the point of that is, if you want to take on something in life, take it on, try it out, no matter what your brain tells you. All right, let's get back to the video. So number 10 doesn't make it. Number 25 from the beginning gets the ball. What do you think he does? He puts his hand up. He goes, ball! And he takes on leadership, which is what some of you are going to get to do, especially if you learn things at the conference and then you want to implement in your classroom and your co-teacher's not there or your director's not there. So it might take a little more of you to implement something magical or wonderful. Did you see how fast number 10 responded? I'm going to show you again, because this is some of you, or this is some of your people. There's people in life that just react and they just respond no matter what. They just want to react. What did I tell you? What did we talk about? What did I do? All this stuff. So just understand, if you are someone doing that, you're choosing win-lose. You're choosing dopamine over love, and it's okay. Because the next time you get to make another choice, the next time could be 10 seconds later. Did number 10 have a choice to react like that? Or did his body just kick on? So again, the brain reacts immediately. It gets triggered. It gets activated. The heart is something different. The heart is where love comes from. The heart is magic. The heart is going to open right now. Felt that aww, yeah. You get to work to keep that going. And the awe is your heart. The awe is your heart opening up. But unfortunately, our brain kicks on. 1 + 1. Great job. Give yourself a round of applause. How many of you were about to give yourself a high five or a great job or a pat on the back, and your brain kicks on going, that was easy, why are you so proud of yourself? Yeah, that's the voice in your head sabotaging you. It just wants to be right. So I'm going to give you one sentence that I want you to ask yourself right now. Ready? Ask you more of a question. It's got a question mark at the end. You ready? Ask yourself this question. In your brain, I wonder what my next thought will be. What happened? Nothing. How many of you, everything just went quiet? How many of you, someone went, oh, it can go quiet ever? It's been 25 years. It sounds like my mother, and blah, 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 blah. So this is the situation. Wonder doesn't exist in the brain. Wonder exists in the heart. I wonder what I'm going to eat later. I wonder what workshops. I wonder what I'm going to do. When you say, I wonder what my next thought will be, the brain goes, oh, not my department. Transfer to the heart. We have a transfer to the heart. And then the heart turns on and goes, yeah! And then you go into wonder. So imagine saying to one of your kids, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Or what did I tell you? What did we talk about? Are you making good choices today? All this stuff. And then you realize, you look at the child, and that child's like, what happened to the teacher I love? And all you have to do is say to yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. And then when your brain goes, oh, and your heart then opens, then you take that cold breath. So everybody right now, think about something that worries you. Think about, I'm sure you can think about something, okay? Think about something. You haven't seen the keynote, he told me to think about stuff that worried me. Okay, think about something that worries you, and you think about over and over, probably something you have no control over, and you still worry about it. Now, ready? Ask yourself the same thought. I wonder what my next thought will be. And now it goes quiet. Now take a cold breath. Tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth. Take one more. So notice in 10 seconds how you feel different. You're back in your heart. You have access to make a choice or a decision that's more loving, that's more open than a reaction. Does that make sense? Remember, we're stuck. If I say up, you say, oh, we have somebody that just unstuck themselves. Very unprofessional of you. If I say left, you say up. Okay, how many of you are still saying right? Still trying to be right? If I say stop, you say, and who knows? Doesn't matter. This might be the first step in you getting yourself out of your automatic programs, and it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. All right, I want to wake you guys up a little more. We're going to do some yogarati. Okay, so everybody, when I teach yogarati, and you don't have to stand, don't worry about it. When I teach yogarati, 4 parts. Okay, good. The first part is first part is the nursery rhyme that yogarati song goes to. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do the high block. All this stuff is online. You can do it with your kids. It's all free. And the high block song goes to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Okay? So if you would sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star with me. Ready, set, go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the squirrel so high, like a peanut butter pickle pie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder. Dude, where's my car? How many of you, after I said the peanut butter pie, you were back in instead of, I said listening Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? How many of you, your brain immediately checked out? And you're like, everyone's singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and your brain's like, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, I can't wait to go to the bar. Salad bar, of course, salad bar. Okay, so now, second thing is I explain why we do the high block. So the high block, I tell about how I was sitting underneath a tree, and there was a squirrel underneath, on top, and he was throwing nuts in my head. I said, Mr. Squirrel, can you stop throwing nuts in my head? You know what he said? Nothing. Never saw ice age? I don't know. So, all of a sudden, these nuts are hitting my head, and I'm putting my hand over my head like this, and I'm like, stop! And then they're bouncing off of my arm instead of bouncing off my head, which I like that better. So I learned, oh, this is a high block. So what we do is when we do a high block, you put your hand up like this, and we're going to do the high block song. It's going to sound like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Just go, and obviously these are preschool songs, so feel free to sing this. Can we turn the lights up just a little bit? So I can see people. Thank you. Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Cool. Okay. High block song. Goes like this. Ready, set, go. High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Aya! I'm glad you did Aya with the coffee. There you go. Aya! The Aya is the chorus. It's like when you go to a concert and it's a new band, but you don't know who they are, but then all of a sudden you hear like the chorus and you can chime in and sing that. So the Aya is the chorus. And here you go, Aya! Okay, ready, stands. So now hands up like this. Now, do I want your elbows out like chickens or in like kangaroos? Okay, good. And I like the way that your hands are in front. All right, high block song, ready, set, go. High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Aya! Nice. So normally what I do is I go around to my kids and I high-five them. I pass out if I tried to do that right now. So everybody give at least 2 people around you, and also notice the room. Give 2 people around you a high five. Ready, set, go. All right. Where's my love? Where's my love? There she is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna need your help for a moment. This is my love of my life. In a moment, so just come over there. Okay, high block song one more time. Ready, set, go. High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Hiya! Nice. So part 1, we do the nursery rhyme. Part 2, I explain to the kids why we do the yogarati stance, a technique. Part 3, we do the song. Part 4, I usually run around and bop kids. You'll see in my videos with soft boppers, I don't have them. So instead, I just brought my balls. Okay. What? Unprofessional. All right. So I need, by the way, how many of you like to do songs? Okay, got it. So let's sing the song. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on the farm he had a duck, chicken. E-I-E-I-O. With a quack cluck here, and a quack cluck there. Here a quack, there a cluck. I don't really give up. Oh my God. So notice if your brain said something and then you got offended, my question is, why'd you do that to yourself? How many of you know people that get offended from other people and they're not even there? Yeah. You know what? You're looking at your, you know why? Because dopamine's a wonderful thing. And a lot of times we're not connected with our heart. And we're not joyous in life. Our brain talks at us and we still need to feel as humans. So when we don't have access to love and joy and magic, we go to anger, we go to fear, we go to sadness. And a lot of people just like to be right because that's the only thing that they feel. And if you're one of those people, you have coaching for me for 6 months and I can help you go back. Because how many of you used to be, I can't wait to see my kids. And now it's, I can't wait till it's 6 o'clock. So something happened. So I need a volunteer. Any volunteer? Okay, right there. Cool. So right there, this is what we're gonna do. Hands up like this. By the way, cool. So these are super soft, okay? And I use them with my kids. Do me a favor. Can you throw this at my face as hard as possible? Okay, one more. Wow, she didn't flinch for a moment. Okay, cool. Trauma? Nothing. Okay, so this is all I want you to do. Hands up like this, okay? And I'm just gonna throw the ball at you. You can one-hand nature's coffee cup, but that's fine. And all I want you to do is just hit the ball like this. Go, aya, aya, aya. Okay, now, after we do that a couple of times, all I want you to do is go on the floor and pick up one of the balls, and if someone is not blocking, turn around and throw the balls to them. Does that make sense? Okay, ready? And my love, can you give out some balls over there? We don't need that camera for now. Okay, cool, ready? I couldn't reach. There you go. And then feel free to turn around and now practice some yoga with some people. Oh, we're gonna sit back here. You know what, Jess?
I'm ready to block.
don't forget to hashtag the conference, hashtag, what is it? FLAEYC 2024 or 24? FLAEYC 2024. All right, so I want to get a selfie. It's a group of us, so let's get a groupie. No, that's okay. Sorry, honey. I'll change. I promise I'll change that. All right, let's see some energy! Nice. All right, cool. What? No, she's got that. Yeah, you can keep them. I mean, listen, how great is it going to be to have them during the whole conference? Oh, by the way, I don't know if would anybody be interested in any of these wigs? So I don't want to give you these. So let's see how the energy is. And if you want to put them on so you can get a little... And you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose without permission. Okay, cool. So, we're going to do two more things. Did you say what you wanted to say when you said the thing you said before? Didn't you want to say before? Okay, so, how many of you have ever created an expectation for another human? Never shared the expectation with them. And when they don't fulfill the expectation that they know nothing about, who do they get mad at? Who do you get mad at when you create an expectation for somebody else and they don't fulfill it? Who are them? How many of you are, did you say my mom? Is that you recognize her? Awesome, cool. I'm sure you don't know about any of these expectations at all whatsoever. So all I want you to do is consider that expectations is just another program. How many of you have expectations for the parents of your kids? Expectations like they're going to pick their kids up on time. Expectations like they're going to call you back when you reach out to them. Like they're going to read that daily sheet that you started, you spent so much time on, and now they just think, oh great, they crumple it up. How many of you have expectations and the parent's not going to walk in going, yeah, that's great, okay, cool, it's awesome. Okay, come here, Billy. Oh, nope, not Billy, let's put you back in the classroom, and let's, you're nicer than Billy. Okay. How many of you have parents that have expectations for you? Expectations like, they'll drop them off on Monday morning and Monday afternoon, Monday night, they're going to come home and they're going to be like full of respect and discipline and they're going to follow the rules and all that stuff. How many of you have parents like that? And then what? They think the kid's just going to show up at home, to pick them up and they come home, they're like the kids from The Sound of Music. Like, hello mother, hello father, I had a wonderful day today. Would you like me to bring a glass of wine? That's okay, I'm going to go do my work. Enjoy yourself. Hello, farewell, I'll see you say goodnight. It never happens. But these are the expectations that the parents put on you. So I would love to have a quick interaction for less than a minute with one human being that will make a difference for the entire room, and I promise it'll make a difference for yourself. All you have to do is raise your hand and have a quick conversation with me. Now there's no things being thrown at. Okay, awesome. So, real quick, think about a human being in your life, and by the way, can you be loud? Okay, think about a human being in your life that you have an expectation for. Try to narrow it down. Are they sitting right next to you? Okay, cool, awesome, okay? So now, say out loud the person's first name or whatever pronoun, should, because should is the word that we use when we create or think expectations, should, and then the expectation that you have for them. So first name or pronoun, should, and then the expectation, super loud. Go. He should kiss me before he leaves. Got it. Dog or human? Okay, just check. I meant dog. Okay. Now, when you say that, what emotion is behind it? So when you say he should kiss me when I leave, you feel love in that moment? What? Okay, say it one more time and feel the emotion. Ready, set, go. So in that moment, when he just leaves and he doesn't, do you feel love or do you feel something else? What do you feel when she says it? Upset. Anger, upset. Okay, you got it. So now all I want you to do is change one word. Say the same exact sentence. Take out the word could and put the word. Take out the word should and put the word could in there. One more time, super loud. Go. No. She's being right. It's okay. Could. You got it? So he could. Same emotion behind it or different? What's the difference? It's an option. Do you feel heavier or lighter? See, everybody right now, do what she just did. Think right now in your head of a human being that you have an expectation for, and in your brain say their first name, should the expectation you have for them. Ready, set, go. And then notice how you feel. Now say the same sentence and take out the word should, and in your brain, put the word could in there. Ready, set, go. Okay, so she said no, still angry. That's her choice. By the way, when you try this and you say he could be this way, she could be this way, that lightness that you feel is you kindly taking off that book bag of 50 pounds of weights on the day that you created that expectation. How should traffic be? Well, then if you say traffic's going to be terrible, then you're expecting that you might leave early. And then if traffic's wonderful, you'll get to your place 10-15 minutes, get a cup of coffee. So if you, in life, look at where you're losing power and be nice to yourself. What do I mean by being nice? Nice. Notice the end. Notice whatever you feel any way you don't want to feel. If you just feel, oh, I don't want to feel that. The I in being nice. Investigate. What expectation did I create for this person? And the C and the E is change the expectation. How many of you have expectations? All your kids are saying crisscross during circle time. Nope. Okay, good. But there are other people that believe that when one of your kids rolls over on their stomach and they're looking at you like this, paying attention, your brain goes, well, he should be, well, and then you stop your own class. So instead, notice and then change the expectation. By the way, it's super hard to do that when you're in that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So what's the question that I want you to ask yourself so you can shut your brain off for a moment? I wonder what my next thought will be. And then take that cold breath and then go, what expectation did I create for this parent? What expectation? And then use the could part, and it'll make a huge difference and it'll alleviate so much stress in your life. So the last thing I want to do is I want to end with a song. I'm just going to throw up real quick. Stalking is now legal online, so I'll leave this up for 15 seconds. If anybody wants to take a picture of this, watch the videos, we'll do a quick little song. Hopefully this will work. Din 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 din. Din 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 din. One more. All right, so keep going, just keep going. I love it. So I just want to say thank you so much for playing today. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to do a little song that I kind of I hope you'll join me in. How many of you, it's around 11:30, you give your kids snack, you give your kids lunch, and then there's a little sugar in there, there's a little carbohydrate or 2 or 3 in there, and then what do? You tell them to go lay down and take a nap. If I would have given you a double shot of espresso and then said lay down, would that work for you? So